Many people with disabilities seclude themselves and live a sorrowful life. They opt to ignore the famous idiom that says disability is not inability. The Uganda Badminton Association has given credence to the physically impaired as their partnership with Badminton World Federation brings together the disabled for them to feel part of the sport. Uganda Badminton Association President Annette Nakamya says the sport has not only helped people with disabilities but also makes them feel part of society.
They get the opportunity to also be playing badminton because look at the numbers. These are people that will be lost out there in community, but because they've been given an opportunity by Uganda Badminton Association, we have them here. As you know, we have a Paralympian here who was in Tokyo. And just imagine the pride, the joy, but also the achievement that she has for herself.
According to the Uganda National Bureau of Statistics, there are over 5 million people with disabilities. Nakamya says they have helped numerous people who live with disabilities through badminton.
The call for inclusion is to make sure that we don't discriminate against anyone. No, we don't discriminate against women. That's why you see against men and women. That's why you see badminton is inclusive on the gender issues. It is also inclusive with the full-bodied people and less bodied. As you can see behind us,
professional badminton players who have disabilities are classified in different categories. These include wheelchair, standing, and short stature, with all these determined by the impairment a player has. Ronald Lule, a coach of para badminton, says having different classifications is a challenge to train the players as they end up with an option of training everyone individually.
But one of the major challenges is the various classes that we have amongst our players, because each and every one of them is kind of unique to himself. Each and every disability is slightly different from the other. So we have to work almost as personal coaches to each and every player here.
Lule says that he and his fellow coaches try their best to train them as a team in order to create a bond.
Bringing all of them together and training all of them is a challenge, but as coaches we try and manage so that we keep them around and as a part of the sport so that we are inclusive.
In 2020, the International Paralympic Committee decided to include badminton among Paralympic disciplines, a feat that saw Uganda participate in this discipline at the Games that were hosted in Tokyo. Rita Asimwe got the opportunity of not only representing Uganda but also Africa at the Games, where she gained a massive amount of experience. Asimwe has used her experience to guide those that are new to the sport, and she is excited about para badminton in the country steadily rising.
I'm happy that so many of us are embracing it in the country. I am so happy that I feel gratified. I feel the gratitude that people are welcoming the game, and there are other games that people can take part in.
Asimwe calls for other physically impaired people to join the sport.
I need us to, even if you come and just train, prepare for the next classification coming, instead of sitting back home and getting pity to yourself, feeling pity all the time. No, it's not a good thing for anyone. It's not healthy. You need to embrace life. You need to embrace the forces of life. They have a lot to offer.
Sarah Naziwa, a new player, says she's happy and looks forward to progressing in the sport.
By the way, this is my first time to participate and I'm really enjoying. The body is active. I'm encouraging other members, all the disability, anyone with a disability to come and join us.
Naziwa will have the opportunity to represent Uganda for the first time on home soil, as Uganda hosts both the All Africa Badminton Championships and the Uganda International, with both events slated for September at the Lugogo Indoor Stadium. Noah Walakira, CTV, PM Edition.